One of the most damaging things that happens in organizations is that people personalize problems that actually originate from the workplace system and how their work is designed. Okay, let's look at an example. A project deadline is missed because, say, critical information arrived late, or important decisions regarding the project were delayed, or the necessary resources for the project were not readily available. Yet people will conclude in their minds, maybe I'm just not good enough. And this is far more common than we care to admit. I meet many employees who present with stress, with anxiety, exhaustion, declining confidence, and they genuinely believe that they are failing. But when we start discussing, the environment they work in, it becomes clear that the issues extend far beyond them. One surprisingly simple question I usually ask during my OH assessments is, when exactly did you start feeling this way? Around what time? And I have never in my entire work history heard anyone say, I've never been good at my job. No. Instead, what they describe is this gradual, I used to enjoy coming to work. I used to feel confident making decisions. I never used to second guess myself. And when you look at those responses, you realize that something usually changes within their workplace system before it changes within they themselves. Perhaps they lost an experienced staff that the company never replaced, or their reporting lines kept changing and they now became unsure, who do we report to? Who do I give my feedback to? Or their workload increased and the expectations were exactly the same still, regardless of how much work they had been added to their workload. Or their managers became too busy to provide them with meaningful feedback. And individually, these changes may not be catastrophic, but collectively, they will create an environment where that uncertainty now becomes the normal way of working. And people stop trusting their own judgment. They start checking every decision they're making. They're hesitating before they're speaking. They're apologizing, even when what they've done is not exactly a mistake. And they become emotionally exhausted, not because the work itself has become so unbearable or so impossible, but because of the sheer amount of cognitive effort that they need to simply navigate their working, day. One of the fundamental principles of OH is recognizing that psychological strain is influenced not only by what people do, but also by how their work is designed. And project management is the same. A well designed project should not depend on just the exceptional individuals constantly trying to compensate for weak workplace governance. A good work design should provide clear decision pathways, clear ownership, predictable escalation routes, regular assurance, stable controls. It should remove unnecessary complexity so that regardless of who occupies that role, people can focus on delivering value to the companies that they work for rather than trying to overcome avoidable obstacles. So the takeaway for today is that if you notice a decline in your confidence or your capacity, take an objective look at both yourself and the system you're working within. And if you are a leader at work and watching this video, ask yourself an even more important question. Are my people genuinely, really underperforming? Or have we intentionally designed a system that has made good performance unnecessarily difficult?